Hey everybody, so I'm going to give you a quick tour of my van. So when you first walk in, this is the kitchen area, and I have a stainless steel countertop. And this is just such a great surface for doing anything, because if you are making food inside, outside, you can put something hot on here. It doesn't burn, it doesn't ruin anything. It's very sanitary, it's easy to clean. So I highly recommend a stainless steel countertop whenever possible. My fridge freezer is down below, and I have my bags stacked here so that like the bottom brown bag is like my shoe container, so I can just slide out what I need, grab what I want, put that away. And then I have another bag stacked on there, which is like my cleaning bag. So all of my cleaning supplies are in that one bag. The little mini vacuum, you know, the dish soap, that type of stuff, it's all there. And then I have another bag on top of that, which is my personal like makeup bag, face moisturizer, that type of stuff. Again, it's just one bag, so when I need it, I take it out and use it. This is currently my sink operation, so let me just show you this. It is a clear plastic bag, and then I have a metal stainless steel bowl that I put inside of there. So if I'm gonna pour some water, I might pour some water in that cleansing bowl, do whatever I have to do, and then a quick wipe down. But the plastic container is also foldable, so it folds flat, and then I just store the bowl away, you know, nearby my kitchen supplies. So that is my current kitchen setup. And just so you know, like, I have had like stationary like sinks that were fully functional with, you know, the pipes and, you know, all that stuff, and it's a lot more to maintain. And I find that it's just easier to just have your water in containers, pour the amount that you need for cooking or for drinking. The things that are cold, like coconut water or other cold water, I keep in the refrigerator. I use that cold, and then for, you know, cooking, cleaning, I boil that water and use that for cooking and cleaning. And then the water containers are in certain areas, you know, kept away easily. So this here is my setup, so that I've got at the bottom, I have an oversized gray bag, and that bag has my toaster oven in it, and my electric cooktop. So when I know that I'm cooking, I can bring out those things that I'm going to use with my electric system. If I am cooking outside and camping, then I have a standard camp stove that I take outside with a propane gas container. I have a bag with all of my carpentry supplies, again, because I'm still in the middle of changing some things in my build. And then I just have a basket here, and it has like all of my utensils, you know, measuring cups, spatulas, whatever. It's just all in one little bin. I just pull the whole bin out, grab what I need, and keep going. And then I have two storage cooler bags, which has like all of my protein supplements and that sort of thing, and then another bag that has like my plates and utensils and that sort of thing. So the whole point is, if you keep everything in separated bags and you organize it that way, then all you have to do is grab the bag, get what you need, slide the bag back, and it's just so easy. Up top here, I have my Vitamix blender on this particular space, so that other space is open for other things. Like if I'm going to cook, I cook on the stainless steel, but my smoothie bar is basically here. Things I just want to grab easy. So I use the carabiner clips with, you know, cups, with knives, with scissors. And then I use like containers for like my vitamins and supplements. That just makes it easy and on the go. And then the grab two things that I always need a Sharpie marker, you know, I always want my bottled water. So again, I just grab my bottled water. So everything is designed, and again, you know, fire spray in case of fire. So that's just easily accessible. And yeah, and then I keep like my staples up here, so that I have like, you know, my sugar substitute monk fruit, dates, figs, goat milk, almonds, walnuts, and prunes and pumpkin seeds. So it's like, it's just, I have what I need. It's an easy access, easy reach. And then over here, This is the pile that I'm still sorting through, so I'm gonna readjust my angle here. So I have a lot of bags that are like knapsack bags or you know, storage bags that I store stuff in, and then that way, just by category, I just grab the bag and go. I do use pillows to organize my things, so like beach stuff is in that little beach pillow, for example. I really love this Half Day brand suitcase. I really am loving it. I think it is personally more functional than the Luxe bags that everybody advertises. I did get like a substitute Luxe bag, but I think this Half Day bag is made so much more durably. The zippers are so much better. You can't store as much stuff as they claim that you can, meaning as what Luxe claims that you can, but you definitely can have, like, you know, hanging, like all of these, about, let's see, half of these clothes fit in that bag. So about 5, you know, dresses, if you will, and then all of your folded clothes fit in there. So I really am enjoying the Half Day bag. And then I have all these other bags which are for storage and, you know, just whatever things I have. And then underneath of the bench I have like my step ladder for getting in and out when I set up camp. And this is just a basic workout bench, and again, it is foldable, so when I want to do my workouts outside, I have the bench to do it outside. If I want to do it inside, when I put the Murphy bed up, then I have all that square footage in the van to actually do my workouts in the van. And right now I'm in bed mode, so I'm just going to give you the view so that, you know, you could be laying down, and then this is the view from this angle. And I do have a storage rack, clothing rack bar that I hang my clothes. And I've modified the numbers of clothes that I hang, you know, because I was testing it out. And so what I'm saying is this is always a process of like what you think you want and then what you don't want. And then I have a simple toilet here, and I separate. And then I have my little library, so I have books, and that's it. So I hope that this brings you some inspiration of what maybe you can do with your build. And again, I guess my pointer is just to keep things in easy access. You know, up top, you know, like grab a camp chair, grab a blanket, grab a yoga mat, you know, like it's grabbing things quickly so that you're efficient. So if you can do something within 1 to 2 steps, you're likely to use that thing. But if it's more than 2 steps, you're probably not going to use it, and you're just going to feel like it's a hassle to get to the thing. Because I'm still in a construction mode, the reason why I use bags, knapsacks, that sort of thing is because when I have to unload everything in order to move things around to access the electrical system, and to modify what we're going to be doing, and I need to kind of open a hatch and do all this stuff, I'm going to need to move certain things out of the way. And it's just easier when you can just grab a bag and move that bag, as opposed to dealing with an entire piece of furniture and, you know, things that are in your cabinet, but then you have to take everything out of your cabinet because that cabinet has to move to make the modification for the next thing, because everything is like a puzzle piece, and sometimes things are awkward and you have to kind of take something apart in order to get to the thing that you need to get to based on your design. So that's just some tips on what you might do with your version of van life and your version of traveling, your version of RVing, your version of off-gridding over the summer. So I hope you're having a great day, and I will connect with you soon. Bye.